Desde Miami estamos con Nicky Romero. So Nicky, welcome to this side of the world. You've been touring a lot. It's tired?
Well, I'm a little bit tired. Yeah, I mean, I have nothing to complain. I feel pretty good. But yeah, the time differences, they always make a big impact on the body. So we just got back from Abu Dhabi to Amsterdam, Amsterdam to Miami. And then we go from Miami to Las Vegas on Saturday. So yeah, it's a life with a lot of traveling, but a lot of good energy from people.
Yeah, the DJ life, we know as that. So, Nicky, it's another year for you at Ultra Main Stage. This is nothing. This is not a thing that many artists can count of their careers. So, you've been watching a whole generation dancing in front of you. What do you think is the key to achieve this?
It's a good question. I think the most important thing about achieving this is, I think, putting out consistent music that people like or can relate to. I've been lucky with a very, very dedicated fan base that are very supportive, that come check my music out everywhere in the world. So I think that is one of the main reasons that people start following me, is because they feel like my music is working for them, or they like the music that I do. So I think always music is number one. I think also it's important that you play a decent set, you know, and I think people still love what I play, because that's the reason that they keep coming for me. So I think that is important. And the last thing, you also have to be lucky to get the chance from people that, you know, feel like they give you the chance to play on their festival. Yeah. So all the people that book us, they always give us a chance to put out my music on the stage, and that I feel very lucky for.
So when we were at ADE, we have the chance to talk to you. You were telling us about many releases you will have in these months. So talking about these releases, sometimes with Dallas, what can you tell us about this song?
So it's funny because a lot of people have been DMing me with, whoa, that song came out of the blue, talking about sometimes. But the fun fact is that it actually is pretty close to the music that I do already. If you look at the BPM of the song, it's not that slow, it's 122, and BPM stands for beat per minute. So usually I play my songs in 126 to 128, in that range. So this one is just a little bit slower, and it has a lot of chords, and it has a lot of dancey vibes, but it's still got some streaming elements to it. So Dallas K asked me if I wanted to join on the record and work on it, and so I did, and I feel now it's got both of our elements in it, and that make it sound like him, make it sound like me, and then amazing vocalist, writer, performer, Xylo, has been working with the Chainsmokers in the past. I'm a big fan of her songs. Wanted to do a shot on the vocals, and she's done an amazing job. So yeah, we're lucky to be on that record altogether, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. So talking about these collabs, they are very, very like famous in EDM music. And talking about this, you're an amazing producer, you're an amazing DJ also. You put your heart on your songs. That's the key to achieve.
The most important thing is that I make amazing pancakes.
Oh, really? I have to try them.
Yes, exactly. This is something that not a lot of people know. They talk about my music, but you actually have to try my pancakes.
My God, so you have a plan B if this music business doesn't work?
Me and my Jack from my team, we have an idea about a pancake restaurant somewhere in the world. So we might look at that in the future.
I will definitely go to the pancake store. So, talking about this collab, Ring the Alarm with Guetta, you often collaborate with him, but how does it happen when you have two good artists collaborating together? Like the creative process of it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, David is a very talented producer, a very talented. He has very good ears, so he knows exactly what's going to work. It's something that I feel I can learn from a lot. Is I'll sometimes be working on something for a very long time, and he's like, "If I were you, I would do it like this, this, and this." And then I listen to it, and I'm like, "Oh, he's right." Like he can. Out of everything you do, he can take out immediately what works and what doesn't work because of his experience. He's had such an experience over the last years, so he can put something together, make something real quick, and you know that it works. You know, sometimes I even think, whoa, it sounds very easy, and then I listen to it. But there's one saying that I learned, like simplicity is the ultimate form of complexity, and I think David is one of the geniuses behind that concept, and I try to learn from that every day. So yeah, when we go to the studio, he really inspires me a lot, and hopefully I can bring something to him as well. What he says most of the times is that he likes the sounds that I use. That's why I put out a sample pack on Splice last week. So hopefully we can this way complement each other.
Okay, so talking about another song, Distance, this was a song that was a surprising one for us because it sounds a little bit different from what we're used to hear from you. So why did you decide to like go inspired by this particular sound, and did you feel like comfortable?
That's a good question, because when I had that song, I think I loved the vocal of the song, and it reminds me of a different genre. And I listened to the song and I was like, how can I make this song sound like Nicky Romero? This was the biggest challenge. So last year I took some time with our team to see, okay, what kind of sound do we want to do? You know, we want to do radio songs, like Spotify radio songs that are less hard, less clubby. And we want to do more club songs. We want to try to serve both parties. So what I try to do is find a sound that feels like Nicky Romero, but is not too far away from Nicky Romero. And Distance was one of those songs that we tried to see how close does this get to the Nicky Romero sound. And I think it's, it turned out to be a really good song. I understand that some people feel like it's not Nicky Romero. I understand that, but I need to go through a process of growth. So we need to find our balance and see, okay, what feels like us. On the club side, I'm very, very comfortable. At the streaming radio side, I'm still learning every day. And Distance was a great example of a song that I loved and that I tried to put in a way that it feels like Nicky Romero. And this was one of the attempts. So if people like it, that's great. And if people don't like it, there's going to be so much more coming up. We just find our balance between what works and what I like to make.
Okay, and you talk about something very interesting for me, because we talk about your sound, but wow, the process to discover your own sound, and in the same way to not get stuck in it, it's kind of the difficult and the...
It is a conversation that we have on a daily basis. Because I always want to do music that I love, because if I do music that I love, it's easy for me to create something new. If I have to do something I don't like, you probably know yourself, if you have to do something you don't like, it's going to take longer and it's never going to be as good. So I try to focus on that, what I like, and then try to refresh and take some new elements in. But still, the most important thing is that I do what drives me most, because then I'm going to deliver, hopefully, good music, So yeah, this is a very big conversation always. So, but it's fun too, because you learn it on a daily basis. Yeah.
Make it with love, they say.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the most important thing.
Okay, so talking about good news, you're planning a tour, is that right?
Yeah.
Can you tell me if you're planning to visit any Latin American cities?
Yeah. I mean, so many fans from South and Central America have been, especially the Spanish and Portuguese speaking countries, have been so anxious on my social media to see if I can come back there. So hopefully I can, because it really is one of my favorite places to go. I have had so much love in places like, Mexico, Brazil, even Chile has been good to us. Colombia. There are so many countries that have been so supportive, and hopefully I can make a tour throughout all those places and more, and places I have never been, hopefully. I don't know the exact dates on the tour, but if I know, then I will definitely get back at you and tell you where I'm going to go.
Okay, we can check it out on your website.
Yeah, it's online, and of course will be online soon, so hopefully your date is going to be there.
Okay, we hope Mexico is in the list.
I hope so too.
Thank you very much, Nicky. Anything you want to say to your fans?
Yeah, I'm always I'm very happy to have all the support from you guys that you've been giving me from day one. I've had a lot of good experiences, and amazing shows throughout the last few years with you guys. So hopefully I can come see you and party with you guys with new songs. Take care.
Thank you very much. Y bueno, ya saben ustedes, suscríbanse, prendan la campanita y nos vemos por aquí en Aftercluv.